My name is Jay and I would like to welcome you to the Destiny Bow Ties bow tie tutorial. It's been my experience that people who have bow ties don't necessarily know how to tie a bow tie. So people made a request to say, why don't you do a tutorial and show people how to tie a bow tie. So here goes. In just a few short steps, you'll be on your way to being an expert at what I like to call the Destiny knot. And after you tie the Destiny knot, you'll be able to go on and teach others. So here we go. The first step. I just simply take the tie and I put it around my neck. Self-explanatory. But I make sure that the tie is even. First step. Now, on to the second step. The second step is taking the left part of the tie and crossing it over the right part. It should look just something like that. And rest. Step 3. Since the left is over the right, I will just go ahead and bring it through. Like so. Now, it'll still be even. And you'll notice, because we did left over right, one side of the tie will see, rather than the tie being outward, it'll be more so overlaid. So now, it should lay down flat just like this. Step 3. All we did was take the left part, take it under, like you tying a shoe, and let it rest, like so. The tie should still be relatively even. If they're a little bit off, it's okay. Don't panic. Now, step 4. What I like to do, for the sake of example, because I don't want you to get confused, I'm going to take the top part of the tie and I'm just going to tuck it in my mouth, between my lips, like this. Doing this will help me to work with the right part of the tie for the next step, which is going to be the bottom part. So I'll take the bottom part after I tuck the top part, and what I want to do with the bottom part is there's a groove in the middle of the tie. There's a groove. I'm talking about this groove right here. On the bottom part, we're going to take the groove part and we're going to match the groove part with you'll have a little bit of fabric up here, and I like to call this the neck part. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to tuck the top part. I'm just going to tuck it between my lips, and I'm going to fold the bottom part in half. Now, what's important, if you're right-handed, take the bottom part and fold it towards your right shoulder, like so. All I did was folded the bottom part in half so that the groove of the tie met the neck part, okay? Now, once I fold it in half and I have the groove to meet the neck part, I'm going to pinch it. Should look something like that. I just have the groove of the tie pinched with the neck part of the tie. All right, now you should be able to see a bow. Here's my bow right here. I've pinched it in the center. Now, with the top part, I'm just going to drop it out my mouth and see where it goes. It should fall right over the tie. Now, my index finger and my thumb are in the way. No problem, don't panic. That top part, we want to wrap it around the index finger and the thumb. But when we get to the thumb, we want to open up so that rather than the top part being around the thumb, we want to allow the thumb to pinch the top part of the bow tie also. So it'll go like this. We'll wrap it around. Now we'll open the thumb up a little bit so that we can get the top part in between the index finger and the top part or the bottom part of the tie, like so. So now you should still be able to see the thumb, because it's on the outside now, and you should be able to see the index finger, which is on the inside, okay? There's a hole there where the index finger is. Now, what you're going to do, now, let's go back. There's a thick part before you get to the groove on the top part of the tie. This is the part that was like this, okay? we're going to tuck this part of the tie, which is the meat of the tie. We're going to tuck this through the hole where the index finger is. We're going to try to tuck, start in the middle, and we're going to poke the stick part of the tie. We're going to poke it through the hole of the index finger, and it'll look like this. So we went here. We folded the bottom part in half. We pinched. And then we dropped. From there, we took the top part around. Top part of the tie. We took it around the index finger and the thumb. But when we got to the thumb, we want to open the thumb up so that this part of the tie, the top part, will be in between the pinch, the index finger, and the bottom part now. So now, the thumb should be free. The index finger is in there, but the thumb should be free. Okay? So now, we're ready to make our knot. We're here. We're here. We're here. We let it come around. We're here. Now, remember, there's a hole because that index finger is in there. So what we want to do is we want to poke the meat of the top part through the hole where the index finger was. So now, I can even take my other index finger and poke it through so that my fingers will touch. But this thread will be, this fabric will be in the middle. So now what we're going to do, we're going to poke it through, like so. And as you poke it through, you start to wiggle the big part through. It's going to be a little bit of energy because, you know, you're trying to get a large part of the fabric through a small hole. But once you get it through, like so, it'll start to feed itself. And as it comes through, you'll notice there'll be a hole in the fabric, like so. And you just bring it on through. Now, the magic is, once you get it through, now you have to put your own touch on it, like so. You're going to pull. What I like to do is, there's a loop right here. I like to put my finger through the loop. So now, I have the back part of the tie in the loop. Now the front part is going to be, the other loop is going to be on the front part. I like to pull those tight. After I pull them tight, you'll notice there'll be a little bit uneven. It's no problem. Now, we'll take the back part and we'll start to play with it. You can pull it out a little bit. You can pull it's going to be opposite. So you'll pull the top part, the two loops. Here's the loop. This one is on the front. This loop is on the back. That keeps it even. So now you just pull them, alternate, like so. Voila. Destiny bow ties. And you can learn more at DestinyBrandsLLC.com. It's been my pleasure. Hope you learned something today. Now let's go change the world. Peace.